What up, Geek Nation? Dopest Geek here. And man, we did it. What a time to be a Marvel Legends collector. What's up, guys? It's Dopest Geek. And man, I just kind of want to get on here and get things swinging. For those who don't know, I just moved into my new home. I think I've been here for I'm going on a month almost. And I'm in the office, and his place is dirty as hell. This place have no structure. I have about maybe like 6 shelves put together, and I'm just not ready to display it yet. But I kind of want this to be more of like a podcast vibes. I'm gonna try to do this on a weekly basis as much as I can. Kind of like, do a recap of the week. Talking about. Only reason why I'm doing this really early is because I wanted to jump on the Giant Man victory train. And man, what a crazy day Monday night was. Like, man, that was this whole campaign was crazy in general. But before we get into that, make sure you follow me on the socials. Dopest Geek on Instagram, Dopest Geek on TikTok, Dopest Geek on Twitter. Let's get into it. But man, Monday, we backed Giant Man. Something that seemed impossible. I don't want to say it was impossible, but it was looking pretty impossible if I say so myself. And man, like, I remember like the day that it was announced. I remember I literally, and boy was I wrong. I was literally saying like, yo, like Giant Man, this is a no-brainer. Everybody wants Giant Man. Like, come on, who's a Marvel Legends collector that don't want Giant Man? Like Giant Man is one of the founding members of the Avengers. And we don't want Giant Man. I've heard that somebody don't like, oh, Giant Man is not important. Not everybody, like, who wants Giant Man? I do. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Like, you gotta have Giant Man's a member. I'm not saying that he's in every iteration of the Avengers, but like, okay, like, come on. Like, if we're doing all the, 60th anniversary of the Avengers and, they're talking about the classic Avengers, Giant Man is there. Like, you gotta have Giant Man. And I'll say this, and this is not me. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I think everybody's opinion is worth hearing. But there's a difference between having a critique, saying that you don't want it, and I can respect that. If you don't want Giant Man, if you just don't have the room, don't have the money, or just don't care for Giant Man, cool, don't get it. I completely understand. But saying that, hey, we don't want Giant Man because it's stupid, or a list of stupid reasons of why the figure itself is dumb. Like, let's be real. Like, someone said that it was like a Marvel Legend, like grew like a 6-inch Marvel Legend, but they grew it into 24 inches. Okay, it's Giant Man. It's not like Galactus or the Sentinel. Like, they're not a bunch of intricate details and sculpts you got to do. It's a big dude in tights. Like, no one was saying that with the 12-inch figures. When the 12-inch figures was out, they're literally just a big versions of the Marvel Legends. It really was it. Yeah, the ab or torso was a little bit different, but they were literally just 12-inch versions of the Marvel Legends we already got. And the crazy part was that a lot of people were just like shitting, literally shitting on this Giant Man. And it baffled me. I was like, yo, guys, are we really going to pass up on this Giant Man? And so the whole campaign, we have not reached past like 55%, almost the entire campaign. Like, Sentinel was backed in like 2 days. The Galactus was backed in like a day or 2 days or something like that. Matter of fact, I think we hit all the tiers in a week. We hit all the tiers in like a week on both of those. Engine of Vengeance, it broke a lot of people's trust. Now let's talk about the price real quick. For $200, we were potentially getting we was going to get the Giant Man. We was going to get a bunch of like face sculpts. So we had like a neutral face. We had the smiling face, different eyes, and we had an angry face. And the 2 tiers, we were going to get the zombie, and we're going to talk about the faces in just a minute, the tiers in just a minute. But we're going to talk. We was getting a zombie, and we were getting the scroll. all for $200. And a lot of people were saying another reason, not on top of that, other than like the sculpt, another people were saying like, well, we're not getting any Marvel Legends with this, so therefore it's not worth it. Guys, it's $200. We just got done paying $400 for Galactus. For Galactus, a bunch of head sculpts, and 3 additional Marvel Legends. $400. Now, don't get me wrong. If they were to add at least a Wasp in the mix, you know, that would have been dope. I think, honestly, I felt like it would have got back faster. Of course we want 3 Marvel Legends, 6 face sculpts for $200. That's a crazy deal. But that's not going to happen. You mean to tell me for $200 you thought it was going to come with 3 Marvel Legends and all a bunch of face sculpts for $200? Be for real. Guys, let's be real with ourselves. For $200 you thought it was going to come with all that. No. Now we can argue that on like the engine of vengeance. You know, we can argue with that. We was getting the car, Robbie Reyes, we was getting 3 Marvel Legends, I think 3 more Marvel Legends, and a bunch of other stuff for $350. And a lot of us was like, nah. Now I would say this. Robbie Reyes, that's a character I would say like, okay. Not that I back the engine of vengeance, just so you guys know. But that's a character that I understand that not a lot of people, not that they care for, but not a lot of people is going to pay $350 for. They don't care for it that much. He's not like a crazy, like classic character that's going to have a crazy fan base like that. Like I get it, but man, Giant Man, yo, I really thought we was gonna miss out on Giant Man. I'm like, yo, guys, this is a staple, the staple of the Avengers, man. If you're an Avengers fan, you gotta have Giant Man. That's just me. I ain't saying that, I'm looking at you different if you didn't get Giant Man. Because like I said, I don't know your financial situation. I missed out on Galactus because I had to get a tooth pulled, and I had to use that money to get my tooth pulled. So I had to miss out on Galactus. Sentinel, I just flat out just didn't have the money. But man, I wanted them both. But man, it was crazy. Super, super crazy night, man, on Monday. Now, we ended up getting, I think on Monday, Monday night, I remember getting a text message from my brother. And he was like, yo, like, it's about to get backed. I was like, no way. Had no clue all this was going on. I was really like, man, I already made plans for my $200. I was going to buy a couple of Mayfexes off of Macari. Somebody was selling a couple X-Men Mayfexes that I needed. And I was like, man, I guess I'm going to have to use this money on that. But nope. It got backed. It got back. And trust me, I would rather use my money on that Giant Man than those Mayfexes. I can always get the Mayfexes, but Giant Man was definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity. Well, I'll put it like this. It was definitely going to be if it didn't get back, that it wasn't going to happen again. Maybe not. It's probably be a while before they like try to do it again, if that's something that they'll do. But my prediction for that night was that, excuse me, I'm trying not to burp in this microphone. That it was going to get backed, but we wasn't going to get any tears. I thought we was going to hit like right at the 10,000 mark at the strike of 11:59. You know what I mean? And boy, was I wrong. I was half wrong. So we ended up getting the zombie head. So the zombie head was 12,000 backers, and the scroll head was 14,000 backers. Well, we ended up at 13,889. Talk about what the hell. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd rather have the zombie head. If I had to choose between the zombie head and the scroll head, I'd rather have the zombie head. I don't know why. I really like the zombie head. I feel like I have a really cool idea of what I can do with that zombie head. But the scroll head, not that I didn't care for it, not that I don't like it. It was just like, all right, cool. Like I wouldn't care. But man, we were so close. Man, we were so close to getting that scroll head. It was to the point, like, comment below what you guys think. Do you think Hasbro should just throw it in? Man, y'all been faithful fans. Man, y'all really turned up that Monday night, getting it funded when it was on the verge of not getting funded that day. We're going to throw in the scroll head sculpt for free. Well, not for free. We're just going to throw the head sculpt in with the box. What do you say? I think we all would love that. I would love that. But let's wake up and let's look at reality. Do you really think that that's going to happen? Or do you feel like that, oh, well, hey guys, hey, a deal's a deal. Y'all waited too long. Y'all had 45 days to back this. And y'all didn't reach the 14,000. So, sorry. Hey, but enjoy the zombie head sculpt though. I don't know what you guys think. Do you think Hasbro should just throw it in there just because I think it will mean a lot to the fans. I really do. And plus we were so close. Another thing that could happen is when after the funding was done, because I was like, man, we were so close to the scroll. The numbers were still going up. A lot of different like things were still processing and things like that. So it's a possibility that it could be some orders that got lost in the mix. We probably could be at 14,000 anyway, or they can do that thing that I forgot, who did this, but like record companies when an album doesn't sell enough, they would buy the remaining portions of whatever album so they can reach their numbers and stuff like that, or they can get that gold or platinum, record. Is that something Hasbro is willing to do? I don't know, man. I mean, I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be cool if they threw that scroll in there. It's weird because again, I was really like, okay, I really don't really need that. I don't really need a scroll head sculpt, but it would be cool to have. But man, since we're so close now, I want it. I want it so bad. But it's cool. Like I said, I'm just happy that we got Giant Man. That's going to be on our shelves fall of next year. This is my first Haslab I've ever backed. Like I said, I was going to back the Engine of Vengeance, but unfortunately it didn't get backed. But man, like what a crazy day. It was really a crazy day, guys. Another thing, and I'm gonna wrap this up, man. What y'all think of that Mayx Daredevil? Yo, that Mayx Daredevil is tight. What else they announced that day? It was a Mayx Daredevil, and here I gotta get on Big Bad Toy Store, but that Mayx Daredevil is really dope. Now, as I'm looking it up, I know something that my brother mentioned is that Mayx Daredevil is that Spider-Man body mode. It's the Spider-Man body mode, and he just not that he doesn't like that body mode. It's great for Spider-Man, don't get me wrong, but he just feel like it doesn't look good on Daredevil. And I'm just like, man, I mean, I get it. Now, I would say this. I know we were talking about, I don't know if he just needs something, we're just meaning something a little bit unique. Because I know he said he really likes the Nightwing, the body mode that Nightwing has, and that's what he should have been on. I don't remember if he said that. I don't know if I said that or he said that, but that's how I feel. And I think the Nightwing body mode is like damn near perfect. and I was like, man, that'd be really cool if that was a thing for Daredevil as well. But at the same time, Daredevil is not necessarily like a buff. I feel like Nightwing was kind of on the buff side. And Daredevil, there's different iterations of Daredevil. There's some like buff Daredevil. Like I'm looking at a picture of Daredevil right now on this big poster that I have, and he looked kind of swole on this one. But like that Marvel Legend one, the one that comes with like Elektra and Bullseye, it was pretty lean. It was pretty lean. And man, I'm still trying to figure out what was that other Mayx that they dropped. I do not remember. But yeah, dude, it was pretty lean. So I don't know. I think that I'm looking it up right now, y'all. Damn, what did they do? Shazam. Oh, Black Adam. That's what it was. Okay, Black Adam. I'm gonna pass on that. It looks dope. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need Black Adam because the DCEU, whatever they got going on in their world, obviously doesn't really matter anymore. But I can't wait for that Mayx Daredevil. Other than that, one last thing is Tamashii Nations, they dropped this picture right here, and I don't know what this means. I want to say it's Demon Slayer, but I feel like they done something like this in the past, and I was very wrong because I know they do Demon Slayer like statues. I forgot what that brand, Tamashii Nation, like what is it called, but it's, I hope it's Demon Slayer. Like the reason why I have not got this Figma Demon Slayer is because like I was like, yo, I'm really just hoping Tamashii makes it. I don't know why. I'm just really, really, really hoping. And also I'll make a whole video talking about like what what licenses that I hope Tamashii, well, realistic licenses that I hope Tamashii can get a hold of, because I would really love them to do Demon Slayer. I would really love for them to do My Hero Academia. Who else? Maybe even Attack on Titan, if they were to do SH figure arts of those. I think all that will be really, really, really dope. But other than that, guys, I mean, that's it. I think I don't want to be on here too long. It's been a really, really, really crazy ride. Again, congratulations to getting Giant Man backed. Can't believe it's happening. And guys, hey, we put in the work. We got together as fans, and at the end of the day, we won. We won as fans, and I think that's a really good thing. So, other than that, guys, it's really nice talking to you guys. I'm gonna try to do this as a weekly thing, just even if it's like a short video or short audio or whatever. And yeah, hopefully we have some more exciting news next week. Other than that, again, follow me on the socials. Dopest Geek on Instagram, Dopest Geek on TikTok, and Dopest Geek on Twitter. Other than that, and also Threads, whatever that, I need to get back on Threads too. Other than that, guys, all those links are in the bio. Check me out. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace. I love you.